Hello, family and friends. I'm Ronnie Farris, an elder at the Church of Christ in Green Hills. We're glad that you joined us today. It seems that there's one thing that we can count on in life: change. That's what we continue to experience, right? A latest report says the Nashville area will be entering phase 1 on Monday, and that's good news. Although we are a number of days away before gathering in groups of more than 10 people, thankfully, we're seeing some of the easing of the government restrictions as we seem to be moving in a positive direction. We continue to be prayerful for the day when we can be together as a church family, so stay tuned. You know, we're all experiencing the effect of the pandemic. Some are handling it better than others. Life goes on in spite of COVID-19, and sometimes that makes life a bit more difficult to navigate. We experienced a huge power outage in our area from a storm that came through this past Sunday afternoon. Some had their electricity returned rather quickly, while others, like Susan and me, were without this luxury for over 75 hours. And quite possibly, there are still some who are waiting to get out of the dark. Added to this, my computer hard drive decided to go out on Monday, plus we had to purchase a new washer and dryer. Not necessarily a pleasant experience. Isn't it easy to forget about what we consider everyday blessings? You know, I'm reminded of the children of Israel as they prepared to leave Egypt. They had been living in captivity for 430 years. I can imagine Moses and Aaron's controlled excitement when Pharaoh finally told them to take their people and leave Egypt. And with the insistence of the Egyptian people wanting them to leave, they gave the Israelites both silver and gold jewelry and clothing, and the Egyptians gave them whatever they asked for just to get rid of these people. Can you picture the mass exodus of those leaving Egypt? It was about the size of the population of the greater Nashville area, 1 million or so people. The Israelites were beyond ready to socially distance themselves from Egypt. During all this time, God was with them. And as a demonstration of His presence, God provided a cloud to lead and protect them by day and a pillar of fire to lead them by night. The people saw the waters of the Red Sea part right in front of their eyes. We know how the Egyptian army pursued them as they walked through the Red Sea on dry land. And the Israelites watched as the Egyptians were killed in the sea. After this happened, the Israelites praised God. But it wasn't long until they complained about the lack of good water to drink. But God demonstrated His faithfulness to them by giving them good water to drink. Even later on, He provided water from a rock, another demonstration of God's love and awesome power. The people grumbled because of the lack of food to eat, so God provided quail in the evening and bread in the morning. I suppose that in all their daily activities, they had failed to remember God's continued faithfulness and how well He had provided for them. This can be found beginning in Exodus 12. So the message for us is we should live lives of continued gratitude and thankfulness, no matter what the circumstances might be. I suggest that we think about how we're blessed, even in simple things such as when we turn on a light switch and the lights come on, or turn on a water faucet and clean water flows, or we open the refrigerator or pantry to see the abundance of food we have. God is good. He abundantly blesses us all the time. If you'd like to contact us, send an email to elders@cocgh.org. We'll be glad to hear from you. Until next time, have a grateful and thank-filled week.